Hello everyone, let's jump right in this Monster Hunter Extreme Rundown. This boss won't use a cast bar, everything he does is told by his stance. Alright, so for now, his wings in the back are like shivering, this means this will be a small red ride. After that, he puts one arm in the air, this will be a cleave, followed by a detonation. Stay on one side longer than me, and then switch because he does the other side right away. The lingering detonation will be as large as his hitbox. Then there will be two stacks on healers, with group 1 left, group 2 right, looking at the boss once he reaches the end of the line. And then just dodge the Exas flares. If the line is red, you have to go in after the first detonation. We do group 1 with melees, and group 2 with 2 range. You can survive as 3. So for now it's quite easy, right? Then there will be circles and jumps. The circle will expand to do Exas flares too. So once one exploded, go into it. This is quite easy to dodge, and there are multiple spots where you can do it. Alright, so after that, for the tricky part, you will put one arm in the air. So let's go back in. One sec. Alright. He has one arm in the air. Let me draw it here. And then you have to locate his hitbox, because this is a bit misleading. You could thought like he's cleaving maybe here, but it's not. It's not cleaving here, it's cleaving here. You have to use the arrow on the hitbox, and he's actually cleaving here. Alright? So, for the spread, all 8 members have to be on the other side. Alright, we go to the other side. And then you do a small tail cleave, followed by a stack, full stack, 8 people. Alright, jump to the towers, the next big mech. For this, we will use the markers. So, group 1 will have the red and purple markers, and group 2 will have the yellow and blue. There will be 1 tower for each tank, and then 2 towers for other people. So that makes 2 people being not needed. You can survive and have no vulnerabilities with only 6 people. When the tower starts, I suggest you start mid to bait the first AoE. Then you can bait a second AoE directly toward the towers. It doesn't matter because they will vanish soon enough. But the third ones should be away from the towers, because they will last for the detonation. Here we can see that I was not needed in the tower. So, if you see, there are some statues on the floor. It's after each tower. There is like a big one too on tank tower, so maybe I will stop at another frame to better see it. Yeah, we can. You see here, right here, there's a big one. So there will be Exas flare coming from mid, and if one Exas flare touch the remaining of the tower, it will explode. Big one do big AoEs, and small one do small AoEs. It's easier to dodge in between 2 small ones, but you can also dodge toward a big one, just away from it. So here I go into the middle of 2 small ones, dodging the Exas flare too. So for instance, I can dodge here. Let's see where I could dodge. I could actually dodge like here, I guess, because this will be a small AoE, this will be a big AoE, so I can dodge, and this is the path of the Exas flare, right? So this is like the safe zone. So look, the small AoE, big AoE, dodge Exas flares. So there is no more towers now. Some people will be targeted with spread. You can easily fit 3 people in the same corner, and this finishes with a big red wide in multiple hits. And during the first phase, you had like a regen going, and now you have a damage over time. So this is a bit trickier, but it's really mild. Like you are taking 4,000 per tick. Alright, and now the real mech. So, there will be a limit cut, spoiler. From 1 to 8. And, as you can see, there is a tether. So, if I explain what the boss is doing, is jumping from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. And the tether, the length of his jump, has to be bigger than something, else you die on the spot. So you have to be far enough from him in between each jump. This is the first thing. Alright? So yeah, I'm the first one. So this is a good news because I can see how far I need to be. So this is around the length that you have to be away from it. But then, after this jump, there will be no tether anymore. You just have to know that this is approximately the distance that you have to be away from. But this is not it, unfortunately. You will see that after he jumps, he will do a cleave. He is cleaving on this side, right? Just clear, like all this side was cleft. If you have a vulnerability and you take this, you die. To know which side is cleaving, you have to check his arm at the very beginning. So here, the wing that is the most towards you, the arm the most towards you, will be the one cleaving. But after each jump, it will like reverse, do a 180. So let's see that again. Will jump toward me. This is the cleave, right? But here, if this was the cleave and he just jumped to me and cleave, it will be this side. But he will do a 180 and then cleave. Alright? Let's see, it jumps, do 180 and cleave. Alright. Let's see how we solve this. The most common thing I saw in PFs was this one. You check the arm the most in front, and then the one goes opposite to it, west or east. So here the one goes west because the arm in front is east, and then you do 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Pretty simple, right? And this will be working because the boss will jump, turn around, and then cleave. And then jump, turn around, and cleave. Jump, turn around, cleave. And it will only cleave the outside of the arena. So the inside will be safe, you will have uptime, and it will be nice and all. The 1 and 5 cannot stack already because when the boss arrives, it does like vulnerability, etc. So you have to stand here. Everyone can wait mid, like for instance the 3 could still wait mid for now, but at one point you will have to be at his place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the mid is always safe. If it's the other side, it's simple, just you go away from the arm. So 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright? This is not my red plan, this was made by Soul Solid. But this is like, I think for day 1, this is, I guess, the most common one. So I wanted to start with that strategy, which is fine. And the only thing you have to know is where does it start, east or west, and then do just follow the numbers. And if you are in the second higher numbers, you wait mid first, and then you go to your spot. Once the one has done his job, you can put 5 extra. If you want uptime, you can. Everyone can be here for now, and then follow it, follow it, follow it, and go to your place only when it's needed. Be careful just not to be outside the arena and not too close to someone who is getting jumped on, right? Alright, I will just show you now an alternate method that we did, and this will be the POV that I will show you. This is not much harder, but it can be for some people, so if you don't want to just prefer the way the PF is currently doing it, but I think this is quite easy too. So let's hear it first. We will only bait stuff north and south. The first bait is always south, okay? So the one will be here, like in my POV, and everyone will be on the safe side. The safe side is the side of the arm the more in front, as we saw. So the one stand here, then the two, just after the jump, the two can already stand here and prepare the next bait. Everyone still wait for the side to be condemned. This is the side and the cleave. And after each cleave, the team will just switch side. Everyone switches side, 2 baits, 3 gets ready, and etc. And then the 3 baits south, etc, etc. So even if you are like 2, 4, 6, 8, you always bait north. If you have odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, you always bait south. Maybe this can be easier for some people because you don't have to check like, oh, if I'm 7, I'm always like here, I don't know, with the circle method. But this is like, if you are odd or even, you know you are always north or south. And then you just have to go when it's your time. So 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, and 2, then 4, then 6, then 8. So I think this is maybe a bit easier to position for this kind of stuff. But the difficulty comes from you have to switch after each cleave. Because the boss is first cleaving this side, and then this side, and then this side, and then this side. So choose what you prefer. I think this one is maybe more easy to understand at first, but maybe the first one that I showed you with the circle method might be easier to do in the long term. So just choose what you're comfortable with. But you will see on my POV, because I don't have a POV for the other one. We just killed with the north-south limit cut. And I have to mention it. This ID was found by my samurai, Catnet, and I did this clear in PF. Okay, so here I am 4. And I see that there is a 1 here that will go south, and but I don't have to mind about that. I just have to see which side is safe. So the side safe first is always the wing that is the most in front of you. So this one, right? So I will start on the right, and I will just wait my turn. I'm 4, and I will just switch side at each cleave. So you can see the 2 is already prepositioning. You can have uptime, like Catnet. First cleave, I switch side, right? The 2 is prepositioned. Second cleave, I switch side. So here I think he dies from his own cleave. Third cleave, I switch side, and I bait mine, because I'm 4th, right? Since it jumps on me, now I dodge the cleave, so I go a bit to the right. And then I just alternate sides. I will just show you another set of towers. This one is exactly like in phase 1, but we won't explode right now. But you will see someone here get a marker. So it's our black mage. We had once a tank getting it, and he was really close to the boss. Maybe this is baitable, and this is like the most on the side player. But maybe it's just random. This player with the marker should go all the way to the side, So as like a baseline, we did group on the left facing the boss and this guy on the right. What this will do, the boss will target like a big laser that will rotate towards the player that has been targeted. If you are in it, you will just take like a hit of 60k. It will be like 60k, 60k, 60k. So you will die quite fast if you are standing still. So this guy has to come and join the group. And when the laser is coming towards the towers, as you can see, they explode. Don't worry, he can't reach there is always a safe spot if you started all the way to the edge. And then he does the exact opposite, but on the opposite direction. There will be 2 stacks. Just like in phase 1, we will do group 1 towards the boss, group 2 away, the range with him. Same with melees to the front. We go all the way to the right. And then a final set. So this one was baited a bit, like not enough on the right, because as a group we already moved out. We should wait a bit, wait for the first bait, and then move out. And then we move out, and the most important thing here is not to panic. Yes, there is a spread. You can stack, we can be more stacked here. But you just saw there was almost no safe spot because the line started not enough on the side. But we can wait here, wait for it, and then spread. You have time. Alright, I think we've seen everything. Oh no, there is this stuff. So don't panic, there is a lot of Exa flares. But as always with Exa flares, you just have to jump right in. So there are 2 sets, right? There are these lines and these lines. You just go into both. And this should be quite easy, right? Then there is at the same time a left-right from the boss. You can ignore the Exa flares now. We go on the right of the boss. We wait for the lingering AoEs. We go on the other side. And then the Exa flares will come back. You can already see they're coming back. We jump right in. Yeah, I could have stayed maybe a bit more here. And then we can go back here. Oh, yeah, that was a bit too soon. And I think we've seen everything. Now this was layer. This was just like in P1. So, quite an easy fight. There is only one big mech, which is the limit cut. And as we've seen, there are multiple ways of solving it, and it's not that hard either. So good luck. Each win will do 4 scales, and you did, I think, around 50 for all rewards. And you will get 2 tomes for the month. That is already obtainable. You don't have to wait. And you need 100. Good luck.